as set goals, set realistic goals, and reach for them one at a time.
So welcome back. We're talking with Carolyn Vincent, then class of 83. I was 84. And Carolyn has been just regaling us with her early years at Ardenne, and of course her entry into the aviation industry, making history as one of the first female Jamaican pilots of Air Jamaica. And certainly it was a big deal. It was well celebrated, I remember, in the Ardenne community and all that happened. Okay, so here we are now with Carolyn again. And Carolyn, let's talk about family. So you did mention earlier, married at the princely age, well, the princess age of 25.
Well, no, that was my wish, but I went a little over, just after my 26th birthday.
Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. So you got married to the guy, but just before that, there was a guy that you liked.
Yeah, that I went out with my
I have a picture. Yes, let's look at that. This was your sweet 16 birthday party.
Yes, it was.
God, look at.
Let me tell you, the Ardenne, the Wanderers, Junkers, to this day, especially Gary Douglas and Wayne Morris, they give me a hard time.
Well, who was the blow?
My mother. Mommy spoke to them. I mean, Mommy knew my friends and stuff, and she always referred to him as the fringy head back, but he had a Napoleon
hairstyle. Yes, I remember.
Exactly. But Gary.
So who's he? He's not an Ardenite.
No, JC. No, JC.
You went and fraternized with the enemy. Gosh.
Yeah,
I was a JC boy.
Parties, you know,
so where is he now?
He is a dentist in New York.
Okay, you still keep in touch?
Yes.
Very nice. So now, you got married at 26. Yes. So who's the guy? You don't have no picture of that.
I was an instructor at Wings Jamaica in 92. When was it? Let me see. 93. 92, exactly. When he showed up, he lived in America. He's from Jamaica. And he showed up to Wings Jamaica with his US pilot's license. And basically, I was the lucky one at the front desk, the reception desk, that he came in and asked how to, he wanted to work for Air Jamaica. He had a FAA, Federal Aviation commercial license. However, in Jamaica, we operate under the Civil Aviation Authority, which is a British system. Right. So he had to do a conversion from the FAA commercial to a CAA, Jamaican commercial license. And I was walking him through, etc., introduce myself and so on. And at Wings Jamaica, there's only one person who can grant you your license, and that was Mr. Barnett. You waited a lot. It was about hanging out and waiting a lot at Wings Jamaica. In other words, wasting a lot of time. But that's just how the system worked. And, you know, him coming from America, everything's so efficient and super efficient. Here you got this and this and this. It didn't work like that at Wings. So you spent a lot of time hanging out in the office. And a lot of the guys were always there. So, you know, I got to know him. I met him there. And then there's an exam. And that was the end of that. There was an exam that you had to sit to apply to Air Jamaica. It's called the a Performance A exam. It's a jet performance exam that you had to sit. And I was the only person in this flying school that had that book, which I had, you know, sourced from London Polytechnic. And it wasn't easily accessible. So he had a friend, a mutual friend who was an instructor for that Performance A, brought Dyke Andrew to my house. So I guess Dyke Andrew told him that he liked me. And he brought him to my house to introduce him, to say, oh, can he borrow your book? Because I need to teach him the exam. And I'm like, okay, yeah, go. And they took the book and stuff. And A couple of weeks later, a few months later, when he became frustrated with Air Jamaica because they took so long to do the interview and whatever else. And he came back in April, and we were having a party. His mother was ill, and we were having a party in July, Jolly Korea party. And I'm like, hey, why don't come back for our party? And he said, okay. And he came to the party, and we just hit it off. And then 9 months later, we were married.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you've been a girl who know exactly what you want. And
listen, when you're 25, and you've been there, done that, and you go with a couple of guys, you know exactly what you don't want.
Right.
So when you see what you want, hey.
So what's this guy's name? What's his name?
Dyke Andrew.
Dyke
Andrew, one word.
Spell that.
Dykeandrew.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, a long one.
And they're children now?
Yes, I have 2 boys. Drew, 23. He just graduated from University of South Florida with biomedical sciences. And Aiden, he's at University of South Florida in his 3rd year doing microbiology.
Nobody interested in aviation?
They're both private pilots.
Oh.
Yes.
The family, what can I tell you?
Yes. My older son's
That's a hobby for them.
Yeah, kind of, for now. My older son's are waiting. Hopefully he'll get into medical school. And he says if he doesn't, he's just going to pursue a career in flying. So we'll see how that goes.
Their mother never stayed in the nursing profession, so they're making up big time.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
So life and family, you're just back from a cruise.
Yes, we just came back. My sons were on spring break. So yeah, we just came back from a party cruise, the Dream Weekend cruise. That was fun.
And I can imagine you were the life of the party. That you were their mom.
It was fun. It was good. It's a party cruise.
Yeah, but how many kids take their mom on a cruise with them? You must be a hit.
Kind of, but I don't get in their way, but we have fun together.
Excellent.
Yes.
So, you're in aviation, but you're no longer flying, I gather.
No, I'm not. Yes, I'm grounded.
So what are you doing with yourself?
When we got married, we decided whoever works, whoever earns more will stay working. And so when we decided to have children, I decided to stay home. So for the past 24 years, that's what I've been doing.
And building your family.
Very active in school and after extracurricular activities. And now that they're in college, one's still at home. Drew's moved back home. One's on campus. But I travel a lot. I'm very involved in my church. I'm a lector. I'm on a parish council. I'm a Eucharistic minister and everything in between.
This is in Clearwater, Florida.
Yes, Clearwater, Florida, which is just west of Tampa. And I'm a big sister, Big Brother's Big Sister, that mentor program. So I'm a big sister. I also do, and I just have a lot of friends. When I moved here 22 years, almost 22 years ago, I didn't know anybody. But that was short-lived because
yes, with your personality, with your magnetism.
I'd hear an accent in a store and say, "Hey, you're Jamaican," and hey, we're friends after that.
So you talk about accent, yes. So I hear no really American accent there. So you didn't need that.
No, the only problem I have sometimes is that I speak too quickly. So usually if I'm speaking to an American, most of the time, I will attempt to slow down. And I speak publicly at church a lot. So I'm used to slowing down when I'm speaking. So they understand me clearly.
Yes, you speak exquisite English.
And my sons, one was born in Kentucky and one here, and they both speak Jamaican English and with a Jamaican accent.
Good boys. Good boys.
Yes,
Authentic Jamaican going there. You
absolutely.
kind of describe yourself as grounded, but you're
They're
not.
very aware. I mean, culturally, they're very aware.
Mhm.
Yes.
Excellent. They come back to Jamaica every now and again?
Yes, especially when mommy was alive. We used to spend a lot of summers there, all summer. So
Mhm.
they have 11 weeks holidays. So we used to be in Jamaica for 11 weeks for summers. And but absolutely, I go back at least every 2 months. My sons, we used to go back more often, but now they're older. They have school and all that. We go back at
What,
least once
what's
or
here in
twice.
Jamaica? So your mom passed on?
Yes. And my dad passed on last September.
Okay, so you have to be back every now and again.
Yes, yes. But I do
So,
come home because Jamaica is home and will always be home.
yeah, you're not coming for the Butcher Banton concert, though.
You know what? I got so much dance hall that I'm sure I will see Buju some other time. For me, Buju was in jail for a long time, so he's not. He needs to catch up with the dance hall, and I know all Buju songs and I've seen him perform them all already. I don't need to see him now. I will wait probably until next year.
Yeah, let him just simmer down.
Exactly. There you go. You know.
So no doubt you keep in touch with what's happening in aviation. Your husband is still in the business.
Yes.
Thing of the 737 MAX. That's topical in your family conversations.
My husband, yes, it is. My husband works for UPS and he just switched equipment
Mm-hmm.
he hopes to retire at 60 and not 65. So he's switched equipment for the last 8 years. For the next 8 years of his life, he'll be on the 747 airplane. That's the jumbo jet, the big, the supersized one, 4 engines, etc. But yeah, the 737 bins, Boeing has a lot of questions to answer.
Yeah.
So, there are things that the crew were not aware of, and which initially the first accident had, brought that to the forefront. How Boeing will deal with it now, I have no idea. But it's been, as it really was tragic. This last accident again in such a short space of time.
Well, you wanted to fly from you were in third form at Ardenne.
Yes.
Did you feel scared or worried?
No, when you're you mean then or now?
Then.
No, Mark, when you're young, you're invincible. You're invincible. All of us are. So you don't even think about that. Yeah. While I was at Ardenne, while I was at flying school, there's a student who was killed. He was killed. And then there was a pilot who was also killed, 2 of them. But you just think that won't happen to you. Yeah. There's certain things that you do, like everything you do in life, know your limits. And if you know your limits and practice, like aviation is practice. You go out and you do takeoffs and landings, you just keep doing the same things over and over. And don't get complacent. You should be okay. Know your airplane well and know your limits. Like, with 15, 20, 40 hours, you're not going to go out there and go to some spins and some stuff that, you're not trained and you haven't had enough practice in. But there are people who will do it. Right. Those are really high risk people. And they do it. Yeah. You put yourselves in situations that you can't get out of. So oftentimes that was the few accidents that happened. Yes, that was the situation when I was in Jamaica, when I was in flight school. So you weren't afraid at all.
Excellent. So what's in the future for Carolyn Vincent now? What's in the 10 years?
Travel, go see the world, and make sure my sons finish school and just enjoy life.
No grandchildren yet. Are you looking forward to that?
I am looking forward to that. Oh, hell yes. But I don't see any for the next 10 years. I don't think so.
Okay. But they will come.
Yes, I hope so.
What would you say to Ardenites now listening on the conversation in terms of how they should maybe approach life and go at life at this point in their lives. We have persons our age group, persons older, persons younger, some just leaving school,
Yeah.
listening in on this conversation.
You know, my thing is that as
Mhm.
set goals, set realistic goals, and reach for them one at a time. When issues come up or problems come up, address them immediately. Like I say to my children, don't wait until a problem becomes a hell of a fire. When you see the smoke, put it out. You know, take things one at a time. Don't take on more than you can handle. And it's okay. And don't try keeping up with everybody else.
Excellent.
You know, we're individuals and we should operate as individuals. And don't lose your identity. Don't lose who you are. And my personal motto is I do all the good I can to all who I can for as long as I can. That's my thing.
And it has been working. What would you say?
I'd like to think so.
What would you say to the Ardenne school community now? Maybe the teachers, the leadership of the school. What would you say to them now? Looking back at your time and now times have changed.
Ardenne has evolved in so many ways. I mean, when you look at the sports programs, the education program itself at Ardenne. I mean, how many children have had scholarships and moved up?
Mm-hmm.
The campus itself. Now Ardenne's moving into solar. They've gone, I mean, way ahead. And my thing is, as Ardenites, present, past, future, take care, go back, give back a little. Help somebody else up, you know, go back and see campus, see what you can do. There's always something that's available for you to do or to give back or to help with, you know, whether it is that you're going to mentor somebody or a donation or time or talent or whatever it is, you know. Excellent. Give back.
Sound words, give back.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Carolyn, Vincent. I'm looking forward to seeing you in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
We're going to spend a couple of days there. So July 19 to the 21st at Crown Plaza Hotel in the airport. So that's near the airport. And I think there's a park that there will be an activity on the Sunday morning.
And I hope you will be participating in the sporting events too.
You know, I may have to leave the Sunday morning because it's that week. That week is my birthday week and my wife's birthday week. And
Are you running away?
We're going off on an educational holiday. We're going to this workshop, you know, in Maine. So
okay, your excuse.
To catch maybe an early flight, but we'll see. We're trying to change flight arrangements.
Okay.
Now we're going to that. Well, it's been excellent. In our final segment, we're going to open the WhatsApp lines, so to speak, persons to ask you questions and to be playing some of your favorite music.
Yes.
All style, you know?
Yeah.
It's been wonderful talking to you, Carolyn. And you know,
Mark.
From ever since, you've just been one of my favorites at school. Just your energy and your life and your zest for life has continued through the years. It's just a beautiful thing.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Mark. It's the people that surround me, and it started at Ardenne. The people who have meaning in your lives, friends who've become family, who've really, they give you that energy, you know.
Excellent.
So, yes. Thank you very much.
Have a great time. Have a great life.
Thank you. Bye.